All right, guys, welcome again to our second session of volleyball. We appreciate you guys jumping in and playing in the league again, or if it's your first time, thank you for being part of the program and thank you for volunteering. Can't do these programs without you guys, as always, so appreciate you a whole lot. We're going to have second grade through eighth grade volleyball, so here's some basic information for all ages, and then we'll go into the specifics of each rules for the grades. So the season is going to begin on November 4th, 2022, and the season will end on December 10th, 2022. We will have Thanksgiving in the middle of all that. So coaches meeting, this is the coaches meeting. We're doing it on video, so make sure you watch all the way through on this. And then if you have any questions after this meeting, make sure you call me at 806-376-5936, or anyone in the office can answer most of your questions. The roster maximum is going to be 12 players. Now, if you reach 12, you might have someone else you want to add to the roster, or there's other kids that want to jump in and you don't mind taking them. Kids Inc. and yourself can talk about that, and we can add more additional. That'd be something that you can talk about with someone here in the office. Once you get through with the season, we would really like that equipment back by December 16th. We would like to continue giving out a couple of balls every year for these leagues, but the only way we can continue that is to get the returns after the season. So please make sure we get those by that date. Once you get your roster, please make sure you're communicating with your parents. A phone call is really the best, what we prefer you to do on the first contact. That way you can actually talk to them in person, know you've been contacted, and we can get those kids with the right coach and team. Well, we've had some issues where they haven't got contacted. We get a call 2 weeks later saying the kid doesn't know what team he's on or the coach. So do your best to contact them. If you're having a lot of trouble contacting them, please reach out to us and maybe we can help you with that process and get that kid and you connected, or the parent connected. Make sure he's getting to play and doesn't get left out. All right, let's jump into the rules specific for each grade. In the second grade, all players in every grade must play at least half the match. Now, if you have 14, 15 players, I know that's going to be a challenge, but do your best. But we prefer they play in half the match at least. On the second grade, the serving area is 15 feet inside the back volleyball line. So we've seen this season and through the season, it's pretty close up. Let's just make sure we're giving those kids a good opportunity to get that ball over. The net height should be 6 feet 6 inches in the second grade. We're going to play 3 sets no matter what, no matter if somebody wins the first 2 or the split. We're going to play 3 sets to 25 or the time limit. There will be a 3-minute break between each set, and you can each team, you can call one timeout, a 30-second timeout per each set. All right, and remember in the second grade, your substitutions are going to be at the back center. We're not going to do it player by player like the older kids. It's going to be the back center only. That way it's pretty simple to keep those kids in the rotation. You can use underhand or overhand serve. It doesn't matter whatever the kid wants to do. And the scoring will be let scoring. So every serve, every return will be a score. But every kid will get 3 serves no matter if they get 1 over or all 3 over. They will get 3 serves, then it'll go over to the other team. Each team must provide a linesman to call the lines and a scorekeeper. That is, we cannot start a game unless we have those 2 things in place. So let's make sure we're having a volunteer every game for those 2 things. All right, let's move on to the third and fourth grade. All right, remember in serving, if you miss the serve, it does go over to the other team, but you can serve up to 3 successful ones. Let's say you get 3 over and you score on all 3, we still pass that over to the other team after 3 successful ones. That's the only difference in the second grade. Second grade gets 3 serves no matter what. Third grade, you get a serve unless you miss it. You're going to play to 25 points also in each set. If you're not ahead by 2 points when you hit 25, we'll play up to 27. So the first team that reaches 27 will win the game. That's the difference between third and second also. All right, now let's get to the 5th through 8th grade. In the 5th grade, the net's still going to be 6 foot 6 inches, and the net height for the 6th through 8th will be 7 feet. Still have 3 complete sets. And you will still play, you can play up to 27, you must win by 2. Let's say if the time runs out and it's 18-17, you will play until you get a 2-point lead, or to 27, whatever comes first. Substitutions is a little different with these older groups. You can substitute player by player in the set, but just remember, during that set, if you do sub them back in, they have to substitute for the same player. So make sure we keep that in mind. And make sure your player doesn't run on the court until the official blows the whistle to let you in as a sub. You have to sub at the 10-foot line right there by the net. or by the bench. All right, and remember, all sets will still be played to 25 points with a cap of 27. So if it is 25-24, you do have to win by 2, but we're not going to go no farther than 27. So if it's 26-26, if you get to 27, that's the game. If the time's expired, you still have to win by 2 points. So let's say the time expires, like I said before, if it's 18-16 or 18-17, then you're going to play until you get a 2-point lead or until you reach 25 points. Let's all remember, coaches in all grade levels, that coach, you're responsible for the physical well-being of all our kids out there. We want to make sure we're keeping them safe and don't put them in a position where they could get hurt or not have a good experience playing this game. Maintain some discipline. Don't be talking to the other teams, the coach, the players. Let's not get into any back and forth with other teams, other parents. Let's not have the parents arguing with each other. You are responsible for your spectators and your parents and your team. So always keep in mind, this is Kids Incorporated Volleyball. We're here to have a good experience for these kids. So it is part of your responsibility is to control that atmosphere out there. And remember, in all levels, all the kids out there playing must have a Kids Inc. shirt to play in. We don't know if they don't have a Kids Inc. shirt out there. We don't know if they've signed the waiver. We don't know if they're signed up. So we have to make sure that we have that jersey on. If someone loses a jersey or you can't, something else happens, contact us. We'll try to get you another one. And get you fixed up. But we have to have those Kids Inc. jerseys on during the game. Other than that, just take care of our gyms. Make sure we're picking up trash when we leave, water bottles, Gatorade bottles, any trash that we're there as spectators and fans. Emerald Independent School District does us a great service by allowing us to use their gyms. So let's make sure we're taking care of them. And as far as the open door policy, we have to keep those side doors shut. That is AISD safety policy. Hopefully it's cooling down now, so it won't be much of a factor right now. And they are putting in air conditioning this year. So hopefully by the spring, those gyms will be air conditioned or the next fall league. So just remember, let's try to abide by AISD and take care of their gyms because it's a good partnership we don't want to lose. So thanks again, coaches. We appreciate you. Can't do it again without you, and let's have a great volleyball season.